Hi, my name is Blessing Michael, and this is my presentation on the human immunity. And during this presentation, I'll be talking about the immune system, type of immune system, barriers to infections, adaptive immune system, acquired immune system, antibodies and anti-agent, self-recognition and tolerance, immune system disorder, categories of acquired immunity, immune response to vaccination, hard vaccination, factors affecting the effectiveness of vaccination in programs, benefit of vaccination. I'll start with the immune system. The immune system is the body's natural defense against disease causing agents such as bacteria, a virus, and parasite. The immune system is made up of a complex and vital network of cells and organs that protect the body from infection. It plays an important role in identifying and eliminating abnormal cells. The human immune system is divided into two groups. The acquired immune system, which is the first and the second line of defense. This always work to protect the body and do not require any special preparation to stop infection. Then we have the innate immune system, which is the third line of defense. This defense needs to be prepared before it can work to its full effectiveness, and is only really effective after it has seen a possible effective agent before. So the innate immunity. The innate immunity is also known as the first line of defense. The innate system, or the innate immunity, works as a non-specific immune system. It consists of the physical and chemical barrier which prevent all germs from entering the body. The innate system is the body's first line of defense. It also acts as a surface barrier such as the skin, which protect the internal area of the body, and the mucous membrane that protect the internal area of the body against infectious diseases. So I'll talk about the barriers to infection. The first line of defense consists of physical and chemical barriers to prevent entering of the pathogen. An example is the skin, which is the largest organ in the human body, and it acts as a barrier between invaders and the body by preventing at least or impede the penetration of microbial organisms. Other parts of the body that do not have skin have developed their own way of preventing infection. For example, the eyes produce tears which contain enzymes, and these enzymes help to fight any sort of diseases. So the barriers to the second line of defense. The second line of defense consists of range of the second line of defense consists of non-specific response such as inflammation, fever, phagocysis, and cytosine, and complement protein. Inflammation is a psychological response that increases the white blood cell count at the site of infection. Fever increase the body core temperature, aimed at inhibiting bacterial growth and making the immune cell work faster. So I will talk about the adaptive. I will talk about the adaptive immunity. The adaptive immunity, also known as the third line of defense, it is an immune response that is specific to a particular pathogen. This type of immunity is formed after an exposure to pathogen. It involves the activation of white blood cells, which are responsible for recognizing and attacking specific infectious agents. Acquired immunity. Acquired immunity is essentially a learning response from the body immune system, determine the best way to attack each antigen and begin to develop a memory for that antigen. It is highly effective at destroying pathogen, but it takes time for this process to occur. So I'll talk about the roles of immune cell and hemoglobin. T cells, their roles include directly killing infected host cells and producing cytokines, regulating the immune response, activating other immune cells. They are also involved in acquired or antigen-specific immune response. So I will also talk about the B cells. The B cells, their role include producing antibody and presenting antigens to T cells. B cells function to fight infections from bacteria and viruses. So I will talk about phagocytes. Phagocytes are the key component of the innate immune system. It is a type of white blood cells that use phagocytes to engulf bacteria, foreign particles, and dying cells to protect the body. It comprises from monocytes and macrophages and granulocytes. I'm not sure if I pronounce that well. Monocytes are type of phagocyte found in bloodstream. Macrophages are found in the tissue, and granulocytes are mainly found with the bloodstream during acute phase of infection. Roles of, I'll talk a second. So I'll go down to the roles of antigen and antibodies. An antigen is a foreign substance that enters your body. This can include bacteria, virus, fungi, allergies, and other virus toxins. They are markers that tells your body that something foreign or new to the immune system. It causes our immune system to produce antibody against it. An antibody is a protein produced by the immune system to attack and fight off antigens. They attach to antigens such as bacteria, fungi, viruses, and toxins and remove them from the body. So now I'll talk about self-recognition and tolerance. Self-recognition is the ability of the immune system to distinguish between the body's own cell and tissue and foreign cells. This is achieved through a major histocompatibility complex. It is achieved through major histocompatibility complex molecules, which act as markers for the identification of cells belonging to the body. They tolerate the immune system ability to recognize and tolerate the body own cell and tissue without mounting an immune response against them. So I will then talk about the immune system disorder. Some immune system disorder are rheumatitis. This is a chronic autoimmune disorder that primarily affects the joint, causing inflammation, pain, stiffness that commonly affects. Rheumatoid arthritis. It is a chronic autoimmune system disorder that primarily affects the joint, causing inflammation, pain, and stiffness. It affects the following area. It affects the wrist, the finger, knee, feet, and ankle. Then we have the multiple sclerosis, which is known as an MS. MS is a chronic autoimmune disorder that affects the central nervous system, causing damage to the meninges that surround nerves. Meninges that surround nerves. MS symptoms vary in severities from person to person, ranging from limb numbness and muscle weakness to paralysis. So now I'm going to talk about acquired categories of acquired immunity. Acquired immunity is a type of immunity that, when exposed to foreign substance or pathogen, develops. It can no Acquired immunity, it is a type of immunity that, when exposed to a foreign substance or pathogen, develops. It can be acquired naturally or artificial through vaccination. It can be divided into natural and artificial, passive and active as well. The natural immunity refers to the type of immunity that is gotten naturally when exposed to an infectious agent. And artificial immunity refers to the type of immunity that is obtained medically through vaccine that contains dead pathogen. And then the passive immunity refers to the type of immunity that is being obtained from the transfer of antibody from one person to another. So we have like the breastfeeding mom, and this breastfeeding mom would pass such immunity from feeding their younger ones or feeding the baby. So this can be transferred from mother to child. So this can be transferred from mother to children or mother to child. So we have the active immunity referred to. We have the active immunity. The active immunity refers to the type of immunity that is being obtained by the stimulation of the immune system to produce antibody by the exposure of an infectious agent or vaccine. So we have the immune response to vaccination. When the body is exposed to a pathogen, the adaptive immune response produces memory cells that can recognize and respond to the pathogen more quickly and effectively in future. If an individual is exposed to the same pathogen again, the immune system can mount a fast and strong response, which can prevent the individual from becoming sick because of the previous immunological memory cell, which play a key role in immune response to vaccination. Herd immune vaccination. It is the process when large number of people are vaccinated against a disease. The virus or bacteria that cause this disease cannot spread easily, and the disease can be eradicated. It is achieved through vaccination program. Vaccine contain a week or it is achieved through vaccination program. Vaccines contain a weak or inactivated form of disease-causing agent, which stimulates the body immune system to produce antibodies that can fight off the diseases. So there are factors affecting the effectiveness of vaccination in program. So some of these factors are the cost of vaccines. Sometimes when the vaccine are expensive, many people find it difficult to get access because they will rather not pay they would rather not pay a higher price for a vaccine, or they might choose to probably use their money to buy food or something instead of buying a vaccine. And sometimes the type of, when we say type of vaccine, there are different types of vaccine as well. And there's host factors such as age, sex, and genetics. Now, there are also benefits of having this vaccine. Vaccination help protect against serious diseases. Viral diseases cannot be cured with antibodies and can only be controlled by immunization. Sorry, viral disease cannot be cured with antibody and can only be controlled. So, um, um, vaccination also help in preventing cancer. In preventing cancer, it can extend life expectancy, reduce the development of antibiotic resistance. It can also increase economical growth. It can help reduce child mortality, and it can help eradicate diseases. So here comes the end of my presentation, and I hope that this shed more light on human immunity. And if you have any question, please don't hesitate to ask. Thank you.